Hey everybody, Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard here with my first movie review of the year. Usually in January and February, I kind of avoid movies. The kind of march out crap. But I went ahead and saw one of the Oscar bait movies of the year, The Imitation Game. First off, it was a really good movie, actually. Pretty good. So I guess first thing I'll talk about is people in it. First off, I did enjoy that it was a British movie with real British people in it, which is good. So we didn't have anybody talking like this. I'm looking at you, Natalie Portman. People in the really bad accents. It actually had real British people with real British accents. Good idea. First off, there was Benedict Slappyback, or some of you might know him, Benedict Cumberbatch. And if you get that joke, you can be my friend. So he's been on my radar for a little bit. Obviously, he's going to be Doctor Strange next year. Had really no concerns about him being Doctor Strange. I figured that was a good choice. But after seeing this, I'm really man, he's going to be awesome. He has got range. I mean, seriously, usually, the main role I've seen him in was Star Trek Into Darkness. But he could, in that one, he's kind of scary and uber tough. And this one, he dials it back and plays, a nerd, basically. Socially awkward, kind of genius type thing. And it was great. The other main actress in it was Keira Knightley. She was good. I have some problem with her, and I don't know what it is, and it might just be me. It might be that, she's just so quaintly British. Or maybe it's her stupid little underbite. Or that every movie she's in, she's always the girl that everybody wants. And she's even that in this movie. But she was good. I just have a problem with her. I don't know what it is. So, that's just on me, I suppose. But she was good. So if you don't know, this movie is about the British attempts to break German radio codes during World War II. And a lot of this has actually been kept very underground, and it is based on a true story. I haven't had time to research what is true and what's not. I always like to kind of do that with true stories to see what parts were true. Because there's always parts in movies that you're like, no, that didn't happen. And there's a couple in this one too. Not to have any spoilers, but there was this big reveal, or they made this big discovery, and something happened right there, and you're like, no, that's too contrived. That didn't happen. But you never know. It could have happened. In Apollo 13, a lot of people gave Ron Howard a lot of crap when he had the scene where Jim Lovell's wife loses her wedding ring down the drain on the day of his launch. And everyone's like, why'd you put that in there? That's so cheesy and stupid. That really happened. The day of the launch of Apollo 13, Jim Lovell's wife lost her ring down the drain in the shower. Weird. Sometimes life can be weird like that. So anyways, back to this. So it was really good, and talked a lot about the early days of computers, and they had kind of, little hint nods, about how crazy computers would be. What's this digital computer? It's so odd. And it's so funny to think, back then, it was such a crazy, thing to even think of something that can store data and being digital. It's so weird, and now today we use it for stuff like this. So, yeah, but it was kind of cool to see that, and Yeah, I mean, my main problem with this movie, it was definitely Oscar bait. I don't want to give too much away, but there was definitely a little bit of pandering towards a specific audience. And, and obviously that was real and that was part of his life, but it still felt a little bit of pandering. Um, some main parts I really did like was they did show England getting the crap beat out of them in the early days of World War II, and that's something a lot of people forget is how bad England got it. They were pretty devastated, and they showed that. They kind of showed the horror of war through the logistics side. How you have to decide certain things that don't affect you, but they're going to affect tons of other people. Pick if they live or die. Like was pretty crazy, and that was done really well. And this guy's life is pretty tragic. Again, I haven't researched to see how much is really true, but it was pretty crazy. And I do know, this because of it being such a secret and honest, and from what I understand, a lot of this just coming to light within the last 10, 12 years or so. That he was not appreciated for his works in his life, and he died fairly early at the he was a pretty young man when he died, pretty ostracized his whole life, and it's kind of the tragedy of true genius is never appreciated in their lifetime, and that's unfortunate. And this movie really showcases that, but. Overall, a really good movie. I can't talk a whole lot about it, being that it's all about secrets and all that, without giving too much away. But Benedict Cumberbatch, again, was amazing in this. I can't wait to see him as Doctor Strange. It's going to be awesome. He is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what he does with the character now. Like, at first, I kind of pictured him doing it one specific way, but now I really see he's got a hell of a range, and it's going to be interesting. I hope I can get over my hate of Keira Knightley. I don't know what my problem is, but that's her. So, yeah. I guess I could give this movie a rating. Let's see. If on a scale from 1 to 372, I would give this a score of hamburger. So that would be my rating of this movie. And yeah, I would see it. I would at least make sure you see this movie in your life. But that's The Imitation Game.